second alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing another Shop My Stash look, and it's oh, I forgot that I put that in there. Oh my goodness. And it's just this semi-neutral look with a pop of color, so if you like to see how I did it, just keep on watching. So I went in with the JCat Beauty Santa Monica palette, and I took this like lighter, slightly pinky toned beige shade, and I'm running that into my crease. And since I have fairly hooded eyes, I like to bring a lot of my shadow pretty close in by the bridge of my nose, just so that it actually shows when my eyes are fully open, because my lid space kind of like all but disappears when my eyes are completely open and relaxed, because I'm pretty animated when I talk or do things. So like my eyebrows lift up a lot, so you can see colors every now and then, but when my eyes are just relaxed, it just kind of goes away. And then I went into this, it's kind of like a burnt like a light burnt terracotta. I guess that's how you might be able to describe it. And I'm just using the flat side of that dual-ended brush, and I'm just running this into my crease too. You could see where I relax my eyes and then lift my eyebrows to actually place the color. I relax it to kind of see where it's going to rest when my eyes are relaxed, and then I lift up my eyebrow to blend it all out and make sure to really pack the color on there and get it into the actual creases. And then after I lay that color down, I just go back and forth in between blending and adding a little more color.
I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare.
And then I also made sure to place some on the outer corner of my eye to help the other shades I'll be putting there later blend together. And then I'm taking this darker shade. It's slightly darker than the shade I just used, and I'm using the same brush, and I'm just really focusing this more so on the outer corner just to give that more depth. And then just using the smallest amount of this brown shade, I'm slowly just adding a little to the outer corner, because I didn't want it to be super dark and smoky. I wanted most of the like dramatic part of the look to be the lower lash line, if that makes any sense. And then next I'm taking this pinky creamy shade, and I'm just using a flat brush. I didn't put any concealer on my lids. I'm just using the shade to clean up my lid without it being like a super harsh half-cut crease. And as you can see, I put that color way into the inner corner of my eye, almost toward the bridge of my nose, because my inner corners are tapered, so when my eyes are open, you can't really see the inner corner of my eye. I have to actually bring it in further, if that makes sense. And then for my lower lashes, I started off with this olivey green toned shade, and I'm just running that along my lower lashes. And then I am taking this more like a grass forest green shade, and I'm running it even closer to my lower lashes. And a trick, if you have really hooded eyes, is you could always add pops of color and like shimmer to the lower lash line. And depending on how long your face is, I have a rather long face, so I could get away with pulling down the color under my eyes pretty low without it looking like too raccoony, if that makes sense. And then next to waterline my eyes, I went in with the LA Girl Glide Gel Liner in the shade Limelight.
You made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because.
And then to really give that color a pop on the lower lash line, I went in with the JCat Beauty 3D Eye Topper in the shade Wink Tink. I'm just using a very small brush, and I'm running this closest to my lower lashes, only on about the inner 2/3 of my lower lash line, and then just leaving the outer third, the matte shades. And since this is a green shade, it went great with the green shadow on the lower lash line, and I really think it gives you like a nice wearable pop of color without going too overboard if you're afraid to use much color.
Believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were.
And then finally for my inner corner, I went in with this light white gold shade, and I'm just using a small pencil brush, and I'm popping that on my inner corners.
That's why I give you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
For mascara, I went in with the Essence Lash Princess Mascara, and I only coated my top lashes. I've been not really much into lower lash line mascara as much as I used to be. I feel like, especially with hooded eyes, like that's part of the reason why I don't wear false lashes, because it just covers up everything that I've done. And with my lower lashes, I feel like, I don't know, like I really like the bottom lash line to really pop, since most of it is on the lower lash line, if that makes sense. And then for bronzer, I went in with the All About the Bronze bronzer palette from Makeup Revolution, and I mixed 2 shades, and I'm just using that to bronze up my cheekbones. Then for contour, I actually went in with this Wet n Wild bronzer. It's from their Fire and Ice collection, and I'm using that as a contour because it's slightly deeper than what I normally go for bronzer. And I'm just using that to carve out my cheekbones and my jawline.
No point in blaming you, you did not know.
And then I'm taking this shade from the Makeup Revolution blush palette. This is their Hot Spice palette. And I'm just using that to add a little color to my cheeks.
I thought you were the one for me. That's why I give you everything. Held you close by the stormy.
And then I went into the City Colors Ombre Highlighter. I think this is Pink Opal. And I'm just using the center portion because it is an ombre highlighter and I wanted just the center shade. So I'm using that to highlight my cheekbones, my cupid's bow, the tip of my nose, and the bridge of my nose. And I actually forgot how much I loved these freaking highlighters. I just love them. They're super blinding, but you could also make them pretty subtle by just adding a small amount. And then finally for lips, I went in with the ColourPop. What is this? This is their liquid, ultra matte liquid lip in the shade Monday, I believe it's called. And yeah, I just put that on my lips. And that is pretty much the end of this video, so if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't already, or if you want to, and I'll see you in my next one.